Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to learn a synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson, written by John David Witz. Yesterday we have seen that means that family had made their fourth residence. Why they made their fourth residence? Because they had found that one of their herds had been completely destroyed and cultivated fields around it trampled and ruined by an elephant herd. And that's why they decided to have another residence which would discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivating land. And while building it, they took the precaution using 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as a foundation. The trees were of equal size, and like this way, they made their safe home. Okay, now next part of the story, page number 9, first paragraph. See everyone, let us continue here. 10 years passed, and the young boys were now young men. Their parents were very proud. They called the island New Switzerland. Many adventures occurred over the year. 10 years like this were passed, and the young means when their ship was struck by the great storm. After like this way means after 10 years they now that the young children now they become a young men, and their parents were now very proud of them because these children are very brave, and they called the island New Switzerland because they lived there on 10 years, and that's why they give the name of that island New Switzerland. Many adventures occur over there because many adventures occur over the years of 10 years. Means 10 years. On the shore of another island, Fritz had knocked down an albatross which was threatening to attack him and found a rag tied to the large bird's leg. On the shore of means on the another islands, on the bank of another island. Shore means where there is a bank of island. Fritz had knocked down an albatross. Albatross is the name of bird, sea bird which has a large wings. Okay. Miss Fritz had hit down an albatross which was threatening to attack him, which was injured to attack him. Threatening means injured. And found a rag tied to the large bird's leg. And what he found when he saw the albatross, he found that there was a rag. There was a piece of cloth tied to the large bird's leg. Rag means piece of cloth. On the rag was a message that an English woman had been stranded over the smoking rock. And what was the message on that rag or piece of cloth? That means when he read that time, he found that an English woman had been stranded. Stranded means here meaning means left alone, and she was helpless on the island on the smoking rock. Smoking rock means which are made from volcano. Okay. Fritz had no idea how old the message was, but when Fritz saw that message, then he did not got the idea means how this message was old, how many years, from how many years that message, because there was only that birds had tied that message, but he did not got the idea. He had no idea how old that message was. His father suggested that smoking rock sounded like a reference to a volcano. His father suggested that a smoking rock is an example of volcano. Okay, means maybe there before when this happened, before many years a volcano maybe happened there. Since there were no volcanoes in the vicinity, the bird might have come from hundreds of miles away. But since nearby that island there was no any smoking rock. Okay, smoking rock, and maybe that if there is no any volcanoes nearby, the bird might have, and that's why they thought that birds have come from miles away, hundred of miles away. However, Freeze felt that someone needed his help. And Freeze felt that means when he saw that rag, that time he felt that someone needed his help. And he was determined to do his best to find the sender. And he was determined himself. He decided to himself to do his best to find the sender. He was trying his best. Before returning home, he had written his own note on the raft. And before returning on that shore of the island, he had written the own note. He written his message on the another rag, another piece of cloth. He retied it to the albatross. Okay. Yes. Retied and he retied his rag on the albatross leg and had watched the bird fly off. And he had watched that where the bird fly off. The note told whoever received it, do not despair, help is near. And what he wrote, written on that note, he written on that, do not despair, help is near. Means don't lose your hope. Despair means do not give up. We can say that despair means give up or do not lost your hope. Lose hope. Okay. Help is near. Means he said that help is near. Do not lost your hope or do not lose your hope or do not give up. Okay. Fritz then successfully rescued the young woman Jenny Montrose, and after that he successfully rescued the young woman. He successfully freed the young woman Jenny Montrose. Okay, through those shy at first, and though she was shy, means she was not comfortable with the family of Robinson. But after she got used to living with the Robinson family, after she decided to live with the Robinson family. Okay, tomorrow we will continue the next part of the story.